Good morning, good
Good
afternoon,
morning, good afternoon.
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Seku Kene. With me today is my colleague Johnson Mebonkula. Others will be joining us momentarily. Want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV today. We want to encourage you to share the show. Um, Today we are going to be discussing tenure positions for president, representatives, as well as senators in the Republic of Liberia. Do you think an amendment is necessary to change the way we do things in Liberia? In Liberia, we have 9 years for senators, we have 6 years for president, and 6 years for representatives. Do you think that is something that require an amendment to change the way they look right now? So I want to say thank you to all of you. My name is Sepu Kenneth. Johnson Mabon Kola is also in control at Truth FM 96.1. Our colleagues will be joining us in a little bit. But Mabon, how are you? How are you doing, sir?
Well, again, I want to say thanks to our team. Let me say good evening to you from our end here. The time check is 27 minutes past 6. That is in the evening time right here in Liberia. And I know at the end there is some maybe around in the morning time. Or for those of you who are also following maybe from Asia or from or maybe rest of the world, I don't know, maybe it's in the afternoon time or in the morning or in the night time. Also, I want to say indeed, thank you so much for always following us. And if you just joining us, we just want you to like, comment, and share. So, yeah, Seku, I'm doing great. Thank God for life and always beeping up to make sure that we give all of the happening to our people. So, we thank God for health. That was sometimes, even when they live, or how they call it, we got to, I don't know, I can call it, someone will say, or dose yourself, or how they may call it. You know, Sometimes we got to take over plus pills to make sure that we are well to do, we are energetic. And God be God to also carry us. He's the only one that can comb monkey hair. Every time you see the animals in the forest, they are all fresh and ready, look beautiful and so on, are God. So by the grace of God, we are doing great. I am fine. Thank God
So,
for life.
yeah, thank God. That's great. What are some of the trending issues right now in the country, especially in Liberia, things that are actually making news, whether it's politic, economic, or social, what is going on? Let us know what are things that are making news right now in Liberia.
So again, thank you so much for everything. And let me say again, yes, there are so many things happening, ranging from the Independence Day celebration up to date. There are mixed reactions when it comes to the oil threats. But again, today is another day where Liberians are now waking up again to another stories of what happened during the time of the former CCL government, where we saw other people they were in yellow suit or they were arrested for so many crimes. Again, today, Liberians are now witnessing another situation where we saw former government officials or former Solicitor General Councillor Yanti Tuan and let me go there quickly. Yes, and FIU controller arrested and sent to jail on charges of economic sabotage and theft of or theft as according to the arrest warrant that was sent out there this afternoon from the city court of Monrovia. So that also sparked a lot of attention. Liberians are now hearing the government for at least uh, um, they will say someone will say holding the bull by the horn. So again, the former president George Weah, security advisor Jefferson Kamu, and Solicitor General Councilor Yanti Tuan sent to jail on the order of Central City Court for allegations of corruption and financial malpractices or appropriation. So according to that information, coming from the city court also accused few former government officials for what the terms as mis uh, 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 mismanagement of government money or government funding. So for that reason, the former finance minister also we getting that police officer at his home, or if not, police are also after him to arrest him, in making sure that he report to the court for questioning, because the court want their living body. So I have the court rate. I don't know, maybe later on I'm going to send it to you so that you can be able maybe to read it out to our people. But according to the court ruling, the court said they are you are hereby commanded to arrest, or let me go back quickly, to the Republic of Liberia Captain Charles Blackfoot, magistrate, police, or his deputy greetings. You are hereby commanded to arrest the living bodies of Samuel D. Twelve, former finance minister or former minister of finance and development planning, Councillor Yenti Tuan, former acting minister of justice, Stanley S. Ford, former director general of the Financial Intelligence Unit, or agency for right, no, sorry, or the FIA, D. Moses P. Cooper, former controller of the Financial Intelligence Agency, and Jefferson Camo, former national security advisor. So these people, they are on the they read of arrest by the city court. So these things are the major news right now in Liberia, and I was just following through the former finance minister read up. He just posted not too long on his Facebook feed that his arrest is a witch hunt. The Liberian government after, or maybe they are witch hunting them for no reason, according to his Facebook post. So, Seku and the rest of the team, these are training news, and these are news that are making airwave as we go along. Any other news, we're going to inform you, or maybe let our people know as to what's going on. But apart from the arbiters and that of the U.S. Embassy or the American people, these are news now that are taking the trend, or these are news that are trending right now in Liberia as we speak. So, so far, so good. That's it from our end
So
here in Liberia.
thank you so much, Melbourne. And these are breathtaking developments, and I think they warrant our attention, and we're going to be discussing a lot of it. So just what you just referenced in terms of the post on the page of the former uh, finance minister Samuel D. Tuajinin. He said the witch hunt has officially commenced. My fellow Liberians, partisan friends, and family, today a politically motivated witch hunt has officially, launched against my person, calling for my arrest. Over the last 6 years, I have been a major political target and have faced fears, and I have faced falsely devilish accusation spanning from a so-called 25 million map-up propaganda through the 16 billion occasion to so many other fabrications intended to blemish, mm, to besmirch my reputation and the real my political institution. Today, the Unity Party facing massive allegation of ongoing corruption, including the UP government sanctioned CBL payment of $8 million of Liberian reserve money to SBI Bank, which funded for which funded the UP campaign. Hmm. What I'm seeing here, Samuel Toure is crying wolf. Samuel Toure is afraid, is scared of being arrested. And I think all those who are accused of financial mismanagement or otherwise, I don't have problem being arrested, but let it be done uh, properly. Let it follow the rule of law, and I hope there will be no. This will not cause any problem in the country. Only disappointment in the Joseph Boakai government is said that they let's get more. Yeah, so my only disappointment in Joseph Boakai government is said that they're going to have international auditors in the country. I'm not sure whether the auditors, international auditors, have been they have arrived or not. But if this is just the Liberian government auditing, hopefully they will do it properly. They will do it legally, um, without any, you know, personal agenda. It should be about the country. But it's a good development. I would like to see how Samuel Tuai and others will comply with the government's call to report or the arrest warrant. Lawrence Maswell Moore, how you doing, my brother? Oh, I think you are muted. I'm not hearing you. No, no, I think you're not muted, but your volume is down. It's not coming out. We still not hearing you. What's going on? Let me know what are you? Yeah, it's you. I think you need to turn something on. Wow. So when UP said, I think they're working now. They think they're working now, and I must say I think they're working now. So all the corruption scandal and everything going on in the country. When UP said they were going to drag Samuel Tuer, on the street of Morovia like a market dog, I think they meant it. Um, let's see how the
Yeah.
whole is gonna go. Yeah. So
Mhm.
maybe
Yes.
so when the U people say they're gonna drag Samuel Twice and other people that are on the street of Morovia, I think they were serious about it. But what Samuel Twice is arguing that with all the corruptions and things going on, the people, I mean, people are actually calling him, ordering his arrest is a witch hunt. Uh,
So
what do
mhm.
you think about Samuel Twice's reaction so far? Because he has not been arrested yet. Somebody even said, the man escaped the country. The man is in Abidjan. You
Yes,
know,
good. That what we get it. So that in fact it's not in country. I don't know from where he posted from. So maybe he will better explain that to us. But that what we also getting that he's not in country. In fact, he escaped. But until that can be proven, I think that will be on the security people to let us know. But again, Seku, in fact, let me say this to you and our follower and our listener out there. This is not the first time this thing benefits. I can still recall when the CDC left government took over. I don't know what I can still remember when they placed people in yellow suit, including even the son of the former president, Mana Joseph Salif. They were in yellow suit for what? For the same behavior, for the same crimes, for the same things. But today, at the end of the day, we don't even know as to how far all of these cases, we don't even know how everything ended.
no,
At the end of
but
the day,
we know how it ended. They let them go. They free all of
good,
them.
good. So for me, it's not a bad thing to do. Or make or call you for questioning. That the court, it is the court that calling them for questioning, and we should pray for better Liberia. Let me be frank, like you were saying. Whether it's a recipe for chaos, people gotta be careful. Like because there are mixed reactions. Not too long, there are some hurricanes of the United Party and myself, in fact, we're even lecturing. And we're even talking about the inauguration money and so on. So many things have been happening even on their watch. So we agree. For us, 100% for me, I support this. And I want the government to do the right thing. But if you do the right thing, do it the right way. Don't do it like you are favoring other people and you are, hiring other people, or maybe you want, because my utilities says yes. And says here we end. And if you're not careful, tomorrow all of your own criminals that you are maybe having today, they may let them come to book, and you will be embarrassed. So for me,
Wow.
I work on this. I work on this 100%. I want the government to do the right thing. Steve, Segu, you see, this is also the reason I really like America. Let me be frank. Even whether you vote on us or not, the system is still there. It's going to protect you. Other people that who are not even politicians, who don't even like politics, they are working and they will get their life 1 or 2 cents. But here in Liberia, by the time new government is taking power, you will say everything will pause. So we pray that everything goes well. But for somebody to work crying, I think the only best thing you can do, hire a lawyer, go to wherever place they want to carry you, whether it's Saw Beach or whether it's jail, it is the court. Don't escape, don't run away, go to the law. Even if they jail you, that's for cause. Why people are afraid of going to jail? Because they gotta hold you. So for me, I support the government 100%. Second, let me be frank, but just they shouldn't do it on who know you or in fact who this person, who you favor and who you not favor. So far so good. That's my own take on the entire arrest issue, the city code and other stuff. Because mind you, there will be a lot of arrests that will be made, and we want this thing to be handled properly. Because now we are already beefing our own American people. So it's not easy about security when it comes to security. Like I was telling people behind the scene. I say some of you are shouting at America or shouting at America, let America leave us. Do you know when it comes to security, who control your security? It's America. We don't know how the drugs enter in the country today. It was America that even informed us that yes, drugs is coming. So for me, I pray for security. The reason why Liberian people celebrated the 26th day like that, it was because of peace. Because everyone have peace to battle live, one cup of rest, battle live to flare, and be able to have a better way. So let the security be robust and let the security be strong for every citizen and for every Liberian. Not just few hundred people and not just pick and choose. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Muna, welcome. How are you?
Not bad. I say,
Good. I'm good.
fine.
So let's go to Lawrence. Lawrence, yeah, I mean, I don't know if we can still hear you, but how you going?
It's much better now. It's
Very,
okay.
very good. Very, very good now.
Okay.
Yeah. So what
Okay.
do you
Thank you, Chief, for
even
having me on the show.
yeah.
You
So
know, Mr. Kane, we are grateful to be here on the show this evening. These men will cry. I don't get how they cry. They got to go answer question. The men before 6 years ago, they used to tell us that the law are the law. The law are the law. Let the law prevail. So when the law call you to go answer a few questions, no need to be crying here, right, Mr. Kane. No need to be crying. Right now, Mr. Kane, let me tell you one thing. People expect the government to do more. They even expect the government to do more than 150%. As you speak, District number 6, Bond County citizens, some citizens there, they are not satisfied with the appointment made by the president. There's a guy who the president had nominated him to become commissioner. His name is KK. The people say they want him. But the senator of Bond County, Senator Moy, and the representative, Honorable Member Mensa Bridge, are in support of the man becoming commissioner of Salala. So that issue, there are people who are not satisfied with the way things proceeding. It happened in former here when Honorable Gideon was announced as commissioner. There was mixed reaction. It was all we wanted, man. They bought all around at the end of the day. Who today again in Salala district, the people say they need a year, they want a man. But the representative and Senator Moy, the people say that the men they want. So I can how they cry. They go, man, Mr. Kane, that leave it. They men can cause her to do anything. They ain't going nowhere. So our men too gotta go on our other side to go answer question. The law are the law. Yeah. The law are the law, Mr. Kane.
So thank you so much. So Muna,
Yeah.
we just hearing this sort of development that the court sent out an arrest warrant for several people, including the former finance minister and other officials of the last or former governor of George Maniwia. Um, what do you make of these developments? Do you think this is something that to be welcomed by by the country, or this is something that people should be cautious enough to pray for the best and also make sure these things are done in good faith and people follow the laws. What do you think? What do you make of the whole thing?
Yeah, for me, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Yeah. For me, it's welcoming because it is good when you say the law. The lawyers, when you go to court, they will tell you the law must take its course. So
Yeah.
it is good for me. What the government doing right now is
Mhm.
welcoming. And they should go down. It shouldn't be just feeding the people to do big and go straight. They take care of those who stole government money. They go and
Mhm.
answer to their crime. For me, it's welcoming as a fully 100%. And it shouldn't be pick and choose. But all those that stole government money should be held liable. Let it go and answer. Yes, because United is there already. Yeah, and talking about finance minister, former Toya and thing and others guys. So let the government go because their government we expect more because their government came in power to rescue, to change things according to them. So when it started, they should end it. For me, it's I welcome 100%. Yeah, let the law take a course. This country, that law country. When you found guilty,
So,
bear the full.
wow. Thank you, Mona.
Yes.
So, maybe based on the information we have right now, how many of the people have been arrested so far? Because we've seen Samuel Tour is crying, but what about people who have been arrested? We are not hearing you.
Because some of the
Maybe
point, yeah. So again, sorry. Yeah. So so far, I think we have about 2% that have been arrested. The security advisor and that of the Solicitor General. These are people or persons have been arrested. So far, so good. Jefferson Camo and that of the Solicitor General, Councillor Yanti Tuan, been sent to jail on the order of the City Court of Maneuver, of the Maneuver City Court.
What about the other Solicitor General, the famous Solicitor General of the CDC government? What is his name? Serena
And then
Sifa.
the men are crossed over to the United I think that he's there now for the asset recovery team.
Hold on. Solicitor, Solicitor General, Solicitor General, Serena Sifa is actually recovery team.
But the mountain they've been hearing about the famous mountain, I think before. I think he was there before. I think there was some I think situation happened when CDC saying into another area before they take him for
I
the
remember when he and Arthur Johnson they were on the asset recovery team before, but now he's on the new asset recovery team again.
all
The
right,
first
maybe
one,
they are brothers because yes, I think they are brothers. Someone said they are brothers, or maybe they are So one of them, because one of them, but the current one, once upon a time worked for the city government. The man who ran
no,
and who on the asset recovery team.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find the real story later on. But today we were actually, you know, talking about something very, very important that has to do with the tenure position. The last time we talked about it, and we wanted to ask Liberian people, both in the diaspora and in Liberia, whether they will welcome an amendment in our laws that will actually reduce the tenure for president, representatives, as well as senators. Because last time we talked about it briefly, we didn't have enough time to talk about. Liberia were really, really, fired up to talk about that particular issue, and it's important to them. But the other information that we are, hearing now will actually dominate the airwave, and many Liberians across the globe are all ear right now. All ears. They want to make sure that they get to know what's going on. So do you have something to share about Mabel? You just unmute yourself.
Yeah, the people keep telling you, the best they keep coming. So, after Savannah Cephas, that's the name. Savannah Cephas, right?
Yeah, Serena Sifas.
Good.
So what's wrong with Serena Sifas? Serena Sifas is working with the UP government. I learned that Serena Sifas was even the lawyer for Yeke Kolba there in their group.
Yeah.
You know, like the man, senior player, he can play all the win in the land. Wherever you put a man, the man will perform.
The man, utility player.
Serena Sifas too was one of the people that was sanctioned by America. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but Liberia is just like a funny country. Got a lot of funny people, but I would love to see, the government doing an open investigation. Let it be transparent about what they are doing, who they are arresting, what they are arresting them for, and they should not just throw them in jail. Let they have their days in court, and if you are guilty, then the law, should be applied. But I don't want it to be just somebody revenging against other people, arresting people and putting them in jail just to shame them with no, you know, tangible or legal process being followed, just to shame people, just to embarrass people, just to disturb you, or just to say, you know what? See anybody talking about us, doing corruption. Let's start arresting them so they will shut up. We'll arrest one or two people now, they will not be running their mouth again. They will shut up. I don't want it to be like that. It shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about, silencing people, arresting people for them to be quiet. Because Samuel Tuer, I've tried not to talk about anything. You call the man and say, my man, I want to remain silent for now. I don't want to talk about anything. The man has remained silent until yesterday when I arrest the man. So now, I mean, we are talking plenty now. You were in abroad, but now people are going to be in some issue. But, for me, these things should not be reason for people to be afraid. Joseph Baga government has already failed from the start. Arresting Samuel Tuer and other people, those are things you're supposed to start with first. But you finish stealing, you follow your pocket, then you want to start arresting the old criminal, the new criminal, they enjoying too much, taking all the money, they all want to start arresting the old criminal. You should have just done this first. When you came on, all the suspects, arrest all of them, investigate everybody. Then you started on a good note. But after you steal, you have stolen enough, and then people talking about you stealing. So, I say you're talking about me stealing. Let me start arresting the old, old criminal. Therefore, they all forgot about me. Small. So now, this thing will overshadow all other things right now. Nobody going to be talking about yellow machine. Nobody going to be talking about 22 million. Nobody going to be talking about 80 million or 84 million Joe Biden are asking for. Nobody going to be talking about 41 million or 19 million that was not accounted for. Nobody going to be talking about anything. Nobody going to be talking about Joe Biden now, sleeping business, or Joe Biden going to be traveling for a long time. That one, those things are immaterial right now. Everybody going to be focusing on, let us arrest George Weah. Let us arrest Samuel Tuer. Let us arrest all the people there. When they finish, I want to, plead to them when they finish arresting George Weah government people there. Let us arrest the public work minister who mismanaged $22 million. All the rescue centers that is on the money. Let us arrest Judah Barker's son who going around, who is a consultant in all the ministry and agency, and all his other friends who are consulting and getting money illegally. These, when these are, financial crime. So when they're arresting people for whatever reason, I think they should arrest all the people. They should not arrest just some people. And that will take away the importance of the process. But if you go across the board and arrest people that are committing crime, financial crime, then it will make sense. What we are looking at right now, Liberia, we will know now how the politics going to look like. I think this will be a very good thing if it is done in good faith and if it's not just a distraction. But guess what? They say the rope that can hang monkey can also hang baboon. So Joseph Boakai government,
So
this thing
tell us
will be
second
very,
quickly.
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know whether you want to go on the official page of the CDC Secretary General, Mayor Jefferson Koji, and see what he just wrote there, so that, because mind you, we got to be informing our people as to what unfolding when it comes to this situation.
Because he too, arrest warrant coming. So
Yeah. So, quick, let me see. What about Sister Felicia? I know that Felicia said we're scared. Felicia, some of us, we are not afraid. We've been here even throughout the war. So, let me be frank. We are just so professional and we got to do our professional work. Yeah. So, don't say we are afraid. Nobody afraid. Yeah.
you're talking
So, you
about
there?
this. Yeah, hold on. You're talking about this. The piece of the country is bigger than Mr. Boakai.
Yeah, I think, yes, again. Yes, that's
A
it.
shameless and spineless risky mission. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to read this. This is from the Mayor Jefferson Koji says the peace of this country is bigger than Mr. Boakai and his shameless, spineless, risky mission. Any attempt to politicize the peace and weaponize the judiciary will be defaced and met with stiff resistance. The Liberian Mohammed Morsi, the Liberian Mohammed Morsi is in the making. Well, I want to beat you. When I finish, I'll tell you why Mohammed Morsi is and what he's trying to say over there. NB, all citizens and partisans of the CDC in particular are asked to remain calm. The national unity, uh, the National Executive Committee of the party is in full control of the fruitless and senseless attempt of the Unity Party to undermine the heart and credibility of the CDC-led government. The UP will be defeated and vanquished subsequently. Indeed, the return of the great comeback of the People Revolution is definitely setting. Well, I don't know what I mean, to be honest. Because me, I will just take this one to be beam up for nothing beam up. Jefferson, could you just wait, sit and wait for your own arrest? All the $50 million you were getting every month, 50,000 US dollars you were getting every month to clean the city, you will account for it. You know, everybody will answer a question. My only problem with UP government, they're not supposed to start stealing before they start arresting people. That's my only problem. Yeah. That is like putting your own foot in your mouth. Jefferson Koji, when you talk about Muhammad Mercy of Liberia, he's talking about Egypt. You know, when the Arab awakening started, Tunisia, they destroyed Libya, they went to a lot of different countries. When it came to Egypt, the former president of Egypt, was it Hosni Mubarak? I forgot his name. I think that was him. He was removed from power and there was an election. This guy, Mohammed Morsi, that was elected, he was elected by the party called the Islamic Brotherhood, or Muslim Brotherhood. But then his government was overthrown by General Al-Sisi, who is now the president. So if Jefferson Koji is calling Joseph Boakai Mohammed Morsi, that means he's telling Joseph Boakai, we'll come and remove you. See, that you nonsense what you started. We'll come and arrest you and put you in jail, and Mohammed Morsi die in jail. So Jefferson Koji is sending you a message. I hope he's not calling for his own arrest. Because the government is really scared. Jefferson Koji say Joseph Boakai can be arrested and put you in jail. Then like the way it happened to Mohammed Morsi in Egypt. That means Jefferson Koji is treading on a very bad footing. The country is already fragile. We have said here, time without number, that the country is on a time bomb. I think if the UP people, I mean the CDC people, as they have said in the past that they did not do anything wrong, that they didn't steal from the Liberian people, they were not involved in there should be no reason to be afraid. They should not resist any arrest or questioning. Let it be law-abiding citizens. Answer to the questions, and let it just ask for transparency and accountability, and let it ask for fair trial. But government in power asking you to answer questions, you cannot resist that. You cannot fail government. You had your time, you were there, you had all the time in the world to investigate Joseph Nima Boakai, Ellen Justice Salif, and the former government. You had all the time in the world. For some reason, you renege on your responsibility. You did not do what you're supposed to. You did not do your due diligence. You just went on spending spree. You think, you were being exposed to free stuff. instead of doing what you wanted to do. And most of people are ruthless. That's why people like Samuel told them run away me. What you need? Um, that's why people like Nathaniel Magere ran away and go to the Senate so they can be protected. Because nobody going to arrest Nathaniel Magere right now because Magere is a senator. But I can guarantee you the thing they just started, this is just the beginning. Many people will be arrested. We only hope uh, the government will be transparent about whatever they do. And they should not just arrest people just for the purpose of shaming them and throw them in jail. If they do that, that will have some serious ripple effects. But I want also move in the line, soon today because the one part is going to take away all the other conversation I want to talk about today. Like people, they like gist, they like gossip, and they like noise. So, let me ask Muna and then I'll go to Lawrence on this question. Muna, so do you think this thing will be a transparent process and the people will not just be thrown into jail, they will be actually prosecuted in accordance with the law, and this is not just intended to somehow cover themselves, or they start delivering people. You think this is a genuine quest to see justice in Liberia?
For me, one is in a good faith and it's fine because I don't think that can stop people from talking about the machines or the 22 million, whatever. Once the government started like this, arresting people that took government money, bringing them to board, it should be done transparent way. It should be transparency. Yeah, it shouldn't be because of what happening. The people are lashing at me, then I will do this because of this. That will make people silent on issues affecting the country. Once in a good faith is a fun thing, but transparency should be the hallmark of the day. Yes.
What do you think, Lawrence? Do you think this is not only that whether it's a good thing, but do you think the process will be transparent and this is not intended just to distract the Liberian people? And do you think this is actually a genuine quest or attempt to to see justice?
Mr. Carter, this country, when you get money, everything can be easy for you. Only the poor people can feel the weight in the country when it comes to the judiciary. The whole thing the men are doing at the end of the day will die down. Trust me, rest and show. And today the 29 market. All the things that I should win. The country, once you don't have money, nobody respect you. But once you get money, people got regard for you. When it comes to the judiciary system in the country, there's a kind of leave it. I think I should win. I should win. That leave it. CEO, you watch it. Mark the date and see. From now to the 31st, maybe from now to September or October, the whole thing, you hear different story again. Another thing will just buzz up from somewhere. Everybody thinks will just go to it. The judiciary system in the country.
Yeah,
we the poor people, we the one can suffer it.
Yeah, but the show where when somebody other people are in jail now, you mean we just forgot about it in jail with no process. With no process.
Mr. Carter, I'll be here.
So that means you'll be like you'll arresting the then governor and the guy who passed away. What's his name? Ellen's son that passed away, and
Chancellor
other
leave.
Charlie and others that were arrested. So you think it's going to be like they're going to end up the same way?
That is the same thing. And our poor people I can put my neocha people that they will feel the full weight of the law. If people got money, Mr. Kind of anything can happen behind the scene. This is the country we find ourselves.
Ah,
All of us praying for good thing to happen in the country. Arresting the people who have ate government money. That fun thing we praying for. Hey, we want for some of them property to be confiscated and be turned over to government, be used by government. But at the end of the day, Mr. Kane, you say Laura was talking there. We are. The whole thing will end up flat.
SKTV.
I
Going
had
to the
that
show right
before.
here on
Maybe,
Truth FM 96.1.
what's going on? Are we okay?
Yes, we are okay. Thank God, at least that we're back after the break in. Are you sure? Sometimes when there is power switch, this can happen. So we're good. We're good.
All right. So Muna, maybe are you guys? But now you're not on news bulletin though.
No, no, we are not on news. We almost to get on news when that happens. So we'll continue now with the broadcast.
All right. SKTV continue. So my people, you are listening to all in Liberia. I want to say thank you to all of you for watching and listening to us. Today, our original topic was about the tenure position for whether an amendment is necessary for the tenure position for president, for representative, for senator. But the way looking at it, look like they are arresting business now of former government official, for an alleged, corruption, stealing money, uh, criminal there, arresting criminal there. And then I don't know who's going to be judging them. Say another group of criminal going to be judging. I'm not sure what's going on. Labra just, we just further inside. Yeah, Joseph Bakai, support the whole thing by engaging in any out of corruption before starting to arrest people. Right now, Cemetery is hanging on their own corruption too. When he wrote, he said a lot of thing going on. 22 million, issue going on. 41 million issue going on. 19 million issue going on.
You even talk about the FRB, I know FRB, some on bank.
Yeah, a lot of stealing thing going on, but yet you're coming, you don't want to arrest me. You're ruling, how can your rule guy arrest me, for stealing? That's what exactly Samito is saying. But the law is the law. Hopefully Joseph Bagadan will stop stealing, and once, like it was recommended by the Council of Churches, let it investigate the 22 million. Let it investigate all the people that are stealing in Joseph Bagadan government. At the same time, arresting and investigating people that serve in Georgia government, so that we can do everything at the same time. We can chew going and work at the same time. You can investigate. You can open multiple investigations. Yeah, as long as you are doing it in good faith, it's a good thing. But yeah, Joseph Baka was elected on the mantra of rescuing the country, and instead they were going to investigate and kill all corrupt officials. I think Joseph Baka should go extra mile. All the people then that were sanctioned by America, let it go ask America to provide the needed information so they can open an investigation on, because they put most of them, it was for corruption as well. Most of the people that were sanctioned by America, they were accused of corruption, financial malpractices, human rights abuses. So if Joseph Boga now arresting people now for that, for corruption, let it ask America to assist them by providing additional information for which those people they were sanctioned for, and so they can arrest all of them. Investigation can be open, America just investigated one of her senators in New Jersey, and he was just found guilty. Democrats are asking him to resign, and he's going to be expelled from the party if he doesn't. So pretty much a whole lot going on, a whole lot going on, you know. So Joseph Boakai could do the same thing. Open investigation in McGill there, Jefferson Koji there, Bill Traore, and all other senators there, Emmanuel Nukwe, everybody, all the people that were accused. Open an investigation that could lead to a prosecution. But the whole idea of, you know, cherry picking and, you know, selective arrest, selective investigation, that will not cut it. That will not help. It will undermine the whole process. First, stop stealing. Just stop your corruption. Then focus on auditing. Audit the whole House of Representatives, the whole House of the Senate. Audit the 53rd, 54th, and the 55th. It's a good start, but don't just stop there. Continue. Me tomorrow, I want to wake up and hear that, you know, they are investigating the House of Representatives or the Senate. At least the 54th. Let it audit them, 100% audit. Let's see what happens. Don't just stop at, you know, Samuel Tuwe and other people there. But Samuel Tuwe, you will not run away. Just stay in your country. Our country over there. Yeah, no Samuel Tuwe. We all used to live in Minnesota there. Yeah, we used to wear on a bank there. I think it was anyway, let me not go to Samuel Tuwe profile right now. You may got different problems to take care of. I don't want to say anything, but yeah, well, I know him very well. We all used to live in Minnesota there. And Samuel Tuwe can defend himself. But the only thing you can only defend yourself is, I mean, if people are following the law, if you are given the opportunity.
So,
but what we're going to do, we're going to be
mm.
opening the line earlier today.
I want to ask you that question quickly. I know maybe before we go to the line.
Yeah.
So the question had to be like, in fact, I want you to explain to us, because you have a lot of knowledge on some of the issues, especially when it comes to the justice system and so forth. Some of the lawyers, some of the solicitor generals and so forth, some of them are lawyers, also are private lawyers. So do you really sense anything like fair play into our justice system? Because like once upon a time, someone was even complaining about a current speaker, like he have his own law firm and lawyer for this and lawyer for the company and lawyer for that. So do you really sense anything or maybe fair play?
It's hard to tell right now because and the government is not good with information. You know, the last time when the police went to Yeke's place and raided the place, when they raided the place, we don't know exactly what happened. We didn't get any information, no press conference, no communication to the public as to what happened. That's why we are talking about transparency. You have to see what's going on before you can be able to have a sense as to what is going on and how it's going to look like. But it's a good thing if it is done in good faith. It will also be better if Joseph Boakai government putting can just stop stealing. That will give them a facelift to investigate other people. But you can't be stealing at the same time and looking for criminals. Arrest yourself then. Stop stealing. You don't need to do that. All you need to do, focus on governance, investigate, arrest, and prosecute. That's okay. But you can't be stealing and then arresting other people. That's my only problem. But you know, let's listen to the Liberian people. I believe this thing will overshadow our original topic today, but I don't have problem with it. So Muna, let's ask our people, what do they make of this development? Arrest warrant for some government official or former government of George Weah, including the finance minister. What do they make of it? Is this a good start, or is too late, or this is just a mere witch hunt, intended to somehow confuse everybody or distract us, taking our eyes from the ball, wherein Joseph Boakai and people that are stealing, but they want people to actually be distracted and focus on the former government. Or this is something that is done in good faith, that they really, really want to see justice being served in Liberia. Call in and give us your opinion.
Okay. So that the full line is open. 0881 143504 0776 105 105. Okay. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hold on,
Hello?
hold on.
Live. Good evening.
Talking at the same time.
Hello.
We got two people talking at the same time,
Hello?
so let's get
Hello?
it. Yeah.
You are getting us?
Hello.
You are live.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
The person is not hearing you, Muna.
Mona, you got to take another call. That person is not ready to take
Hello?
another call.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Name and calling from where?
Thank you. Let me appreciate you so much. This is Samuel Dikabwa from Providence, something.
Welcome.
Let me say
Samuel.
good evening to the SLS Ambassador Baka, the President. So, I appreciate your panelists. But I think we had to be celebrating what is happening when it comes to the arrest by past government officials. Because if we stand for something in the country, we stand for nothing. Somebody say Joseph Bola should start from Ellen or whosoever. Now, they only optional to start from where from. So the honorable had a responsibility for the last 6 years to audit or investigate Ellen and Joe. But they did not do so. They said we were interrelated. And Joe Bola said we are one family, but will not allow one member of the family to support all the family members. So the issue is we have to be celebrating because we are seeing a sign and symptom of investigation. They said the new Liberia that we are investors and we should be celebrating Joe Boga despite our political interest or maybe our support to individual or institution. I think Liberia with this will go somewhere and Joe Boga does not have any political balance when it comes to NO6 year. But all he got to do is to leave legacy and the legacy has started now. We also celebrate it. Thank you for your show.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's see how you keep calling. 0881 143504 0776 105 105.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Name and calling from where?
My name is Alex Johnny from Kakata City, Magili County.
Welcome. And let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the President, Honorable Joe Niman Bwaka. Thank you for your hard work for that for info. Only thing very I want to talk about Samuel 12 in power in Hamon last civil salary and that salary and in Hamon last our salary you will continue the government and the paper say civil you will get your money back. You will get your money back and civil I wanted the pot that one of the last group that put them on the paper because was very angry. Were very angry because if you doing small piece of work, you're not getting the money on time. And the money, little money, all that USD every month getting. And the whole lot getting, paying her rent and going to school. It's not all that you was no. Who pass all around getting money from people. And more get in and more in, we not get salary. So I thank God for the papi. At least the papi doing his work, and I'm praying for papi will open, but do most of that one, more of that one because
Thank you.
you talk about.
You've been trying to confuse me. I don't know
Thank you so
what.
much for calling. You please
All right,
say thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Name and calling from where?
Rufus calling from Capitol Hill.
Welcome, Chief. Let's hear you, Rufus. Go ahead.
Okay, this I monitor your show and I like the two questions you asked, right?
Yeah.
And I will tell you can answer the two questions now until we see them go through the processes that the shoe have passed through. If they are convicted, then we'll begin to answer that question. But why you still answer the question now and they are not convicted tomorrow? They will still be shit to the Liberian people. The point I'm telling my brother is, let us be strong. That's what they call government. Until Olumaki here and told you guys that government is a business. It's a big business in the world. If you manage it, you manage it well because tomorrow you get an account of that business that you manage. So it's just getting strength. If they will put themselves right, they get strength to 2029. So there's not different from that thing that they will be worrying about. So enjoy the question you gave.
Okay.
But now we can't answer it because they are not very convicted. Let them get there, put through the due process of law. When they are convicted, then we'll look at everything and that they are not competent or are really good, but they were just. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much for calling. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing, Mama? Thank you.
I'm okay. Name and calling from where?
All right, there is Bob only calling from Pinsville.
Welcome, Bob. Let's hear you.
I want to thank the SKTV family. You know what the government is doing? We heartily welcome what they are doing. But it should be done holistically. Granted, they let the heading star. They are focusing on the job we have, sir. As the way my brother people said, how will a rogue run beyond a rogue? So we want to encourage them now. The new roads are coming. They should try to get some indictment for the new roads that are among them now. Because we understand the government was living alone. How come now most of them, where did the money come from? Then you see confused people who can now analyze holistically, but after that are making derogatory statements on radio. Do you think when you wish on people, you want the country to go forward? You'll be creating wounds. Then you'll be taking the country to the dark days, which of course is not good for our country. So we shouldn't do things, then we regret tomorrow.
Okay.
Because don't forget that there's not only government that will be in power, other governments will come. And the Bible says, do unto others, as ye may want others to do unto you. But people don't know that.
Thank you.
So what you think you are doing to another man, if you think you are only doing it because you tell your eyeball, you don't think tomorrow when it is coming towards you, don't say that witchcraft or that God not like you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Name and calling from where?
I'm Daniel George. I'm calling from Jersey, Rural Hill.
Daniel, welcome. Let's hear you. Welcome, Chief. Let's hear you, Daniel.
Yeah, we're looking at the internet or something, but we don't want this thing to be like political something because we are watching over the last period of time during the CDC-led government. These people are taking resources and investing into their own private use, and we are Liberians who continue to fight on behalf of them, continue to advocate for them. And some of the things we are talking, if you want to preach equities, you come with clean hands. You don't preach equities and come in with your hands dirty. For now, we are seeing things going on. We are youth of this nation too. We voted the people to power, but we got to take things serious in this country to pull our country on the right path. People are ahead. But in Africa, just recent, see our equal friends making headway. But when we try to bring those things here, everybody say, yeah, there's people here, you go around them, they only here for you to promote them, and not everybody will come out that way. Some people won't come out for themselves to preach the good news. You think there's no good people in government? There are good people there. There are few hands there that are overshadowing the good ones. We got to get rid of them.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's hear you the SKTV show right here on Top FM 105.3 megahertz 0881 1435040776 105 105 0881 1435040776 105 105. Let's hear you. We are discussing about the new development. Yeah, you didn't party.
So,
Good
so what?
evening.
Okay, we got you.
Briefly,
Name and calling from where?
So
I'm not going
uh,
to thank
after
you
that, maybe we're gonna take calls from the
Welcome
other
to
end
the
and see.
thank you very much for your show. You know, in Liberia, we want peace. And if you judge someone fairly, you see that maybe if the person is guilty, the person knows that they are guilty. But if you are in government and you don't want to judge fairly, you see that the country will still be divided. So I will urge the government to be fair in their judgment. Because I listened to a small journalist today. I said I watched the video. I mean, just you one of the guys, the guy, these two people going to meet the chief justice. Like, for that interview, like, somebody is paying debt. Like, send those particular people for the chief justice in prison, we ourselves too, they are going to put their people in prison. So, if they have shot that it will be very bad. So, let the government understand it and please speak in that video. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Good evening.
Hmm.
Good evening.
Uh,
Good evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
Huh?
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. Name and calling from where?
I'm Stuart Victor from Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Chief. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. You see, the problem, Unity Party is breaking. They are breaking the divisive policy. They are creating divisive policy in the country. One, just Friday, that is still the case. It got point with America. So that witch hunting they're doing, we will hunt them tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe you say you got caught there.
yes. So we want to take a few calls from the other side because people keep calling us back to back.
Let me see this call. Is it Oversee, right? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. Name and calling
Okay,
from.
my name is Moses. My name is Andy. I'm calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA.
Okay, go ahead, Chief. Let's hear you.
All right. So I hear a lot of callers. Some of the callers, the gentleman who was speaking, talking about witch hunt is going on or what have you. I think our country needs to move forward. Those who perpetrated criminal act in Liberia, stole the resources of the Liberian people, need to be brought to justice. And so by doing that, I don't think it's witch hunt, because this is the kind of mindset we have in Liberia. When someone does wrong and they go after that person, people will start coming up with this witch hunt story. There's nothing about witch hunt. If George Weah did not audit the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government, this government will start with them. Then maybe we can go back to the Ellen government and other governments that have been in Liberia. Sit and have people coming into government and just rob the country, loot our resources, and just you reach themselves. So I think this is the right path, and let everybody involved be brought to justice. For me, I don't just believe sending them to jail is the only solution. Let them be investigated. Let them be prosecuted. and if found guilty, all of their property that they have, let them go after it. Where the money is kept, let them go after it and get everything away from them. You can't have people in Liberia who don't eat 1 meal a day. You got these guys with millions of dollars looting and taking out of the country. So I support the government for this step. We need to go after everybody who robbed the Liberian people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, Chief.
So maybe if you got some calls, go ahead and
Good evening.
Okay, let's take some calls.
The line is blinking though. Good evening. Melbourne, do you have a call? Good evening.
How are you?
I'm okay. Name and calling from where?
This is Bobby Tama calling from Grand Kidman County, precisely King George.
Mr. Tama, welcome, Chief. Let's hear you from Grand Kidman County, King George.
Thank you very much. You see, CEO, let me tell you, in Liberia here, what thing going on at this that if something happens, people are backing some group, some people are backing some group, is due to plenty book. People know book in Liberia, they do things like it can go wrong when you say, for you to say, oh yeah, let me take action. They see poor people in the can and say, no, you don't have to be like this. So they poor people spoiling the Liberia people in here. And we would not know we put ourselves inside, we'll be looking ugly to the leader in the country. Then you hear me? Joseph Barker was he get the right to order everybody and to someone there to answer question. Just where the responsibility that Judge Weah will have, he never put it into use because he lack of what? Accountability. Then now, he will have the trap to catch Joe Barker. The time is 10 Joe Barker, and you have the right to capture Joe Barker. Up to now, the time that they were not talking to him here. But he feel to say Joe Barker is the mother first son, and now he let the man to go scot-free. Now, the man entered the system, he said, no, I will do it to you. So Samuel Twain and going over there, you're not strange to the Liberian people. Yes, sir, you know, CEO, you were crying yesterday on the same Samuel Twain me. Today, you are favoring him. So you stop the thing here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm okay. Nina calling from where?
Joseph K. Cooper calling from Stokesine.
Welcome, Joseph. Let's hear you.
Thank you ever so much. You know, I much appreciate His Excellency Joseph Newman Bwaka for this step. You know, we in Liberian, we are hard people, and we don't want to listen to our leader. You know, other people came on in the government, they did some other things, and they go scot-free. But this particular government came to change. They came to accuse us from other things in the country. You know, the people that advocate for them, they don't have to advocate for them. Let the people face the if they are wrong, if they are found guilty, let them face the punishment by law. You know, Liberia is a country of law. So we not sit down and look at them doing things that is not right, then we celebrate them. No. So this government is doing extremely well. Yes, as another Joseph Newman Bwaka, thank you ever so much for a good start.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Melbourne, you got a call there?
Okay, we'll open the line. So the lines again is 077-285-961 for those of you who've been calling us. Sorry, we were with our colleague. Yeah, so the line is already on the site. So if you want to call, yeah, you are called there?
Go ahead.
So 077-285-961. All right, yes, go ahead.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Ernest calling from Fiamma.
Ernest, welcome. Let's hear you, Chief from Fiamma.
Yeah. No, I don't congratulate President S11 Joseph Newman Bwaka for what he's doing. You know, guys, then a bunch of guys say that if they eat the country money, then you say, well, Bwaka hunting people. Look, those guys bound to go to hell. Because some can say that eat your money when you investigate, say, oh, you don't bag honey, what's that? I command the president go ahead and do about no garden at behind this edition like either government, the country money, and you want to do a good job, or they're bound to hell.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, so I have few calls. You coming back to back to this call. Good evening. Oh, you are calling Muna?
They want Jimmy Jack to be a call quick. Good evening.
Good evening.
Name and calling from.
My name is Justin Delon. I call from Puebla Road.
Justin, welcome. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, actually, for me, I want to say the government, like, they are running campaign against themselves for 2029. So, she didn't bring it like 2029. Because what they started, they start too soon. So, she didn't bring it like people 2029 when they lose the election. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Neighbor, go ahead. Someone there? Okay, let me take this person here. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing, madam?
I'm okay, Chief. Name and calling from where?
Yeah, I'm Robert Wood. I'm calling from Oro.
Welcome, Chief. Let's hear you.
I appreciate you ever so much for the program.
Thank you.
I'm surprised. I'm hearing some Liberians. They are appreciating, I don't know, they are defending criminals. From the time of independence, we have never had process of this kind to grab our corrupt officials. Those decentralized criminal empires are being established by the past administration to grab the guys and start sending them to court. Then somebody talking all kinds of things. I'm really surprised. For instance, let's just say when a Joseph Waka has stolen, after the administration, he will go to court. For these criminals, we have to send them to court. They have to go to court to exonerate themselves. Why are we behaving this way? Why are we neglecting our own right? We don't deserve development in this country. What are what people are saying? So the country should continue to proceed in this manner. I'm very, very surprised.
Wow.
But that's just starting. I know the government will do more. We behind this government. We can't continue to be like this. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah.
Maybe you got called there. I should keep taking calls.
Just wait a second. Don't take any more call. Maybe have some calls coming in. Let him take a few calls. Brazilian Mon, welcome, man.
What's up, guys? I'm here. I understand, but I'm here.
Yeah. Mon, what's up?
What's up to the rest of the team?
Oh, sorry to see. Segu, I've been meeting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to make my point actually. It's up to
We have to have
a president that is going to make like that. It's a very good step that Joseph Waka is taking.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry. Yes, we've been. Actually, we are our team. We've been disconnected. But to this call, good evening. Muna get called there?
Yeah.
Confused.
Yeah.
We're not going to take the call. If you're going to take it, carry on right now. For some reason, Truth FM will make us. No, line is open.
So I should take call.
Yeah, go ahead, Muna.
Go ahead, Muna. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Name and calling from where?
My name is Sheikh Kamara and I call from Brazil.
Welcome, Sheikh. Let's hear you.
Okay. First, I want to strictly start by saying that everyone that are kicking against investigating past officials that stole from the country are the real enemy of this country. Yeah, the reason I say so is because something has to start somewhere. Until people can be prosecuted for their wrongdoings, others that are having such plan will never be afraid of doing it. So the method every time of changing it like this is wage on this, that, it won't change anything in this country for the best. Next regime, when that time comes, or even within this very regime, there are a lot of people that are going to start getting afraid to speak because they know what awaits them when they are not in power. So you can't continue saying it's a wish fund because it's going to be. Moreover, it's an accusation for now. They have the right to get and put there, defend themselves so that they will be exonerated if it is established that they were not involved. But if they were truly involved, we not that this country is like this up to this time, and you have individuals making away with money to other countries, misusing it. I call it misuse. When you build it, that benefits just you and your cost,
So
and not the
just
country.
one more question, we can open the line in the diaspora so everyone
Okay. Let me take the call. Will be the final call from Liberia. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
And name and calling from where?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Boy calling from Relight.
Welcome, Chief. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
I got one question. People were confirmed by our Senate, and we got some information, reliable information, but I would say alleged. Some of the people who were giving instructions in local but killed 2 young men, stoned them to death, and they were confirmed. Now, and people who stole, I want the studio guys there to tell us killing, all of these things. Is there anyone better than their friend? I want the studio guys to tell me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Cannon, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mana. Thank you, Melbourne. Thank you, Lawrence. Let's welcome Mong before we start taking the calls from here in the diaspora. Mong, welcome, and amidst everything we're hearing, what's going on?
Well, not much. We expected this, and we predicted this on SKTV. Some people want to play the more of some people want to be a moralist, but politics will always trump moral in the game of politics when it comes to governing. We told people from the beginning there is a difference between leadership and being a bureaucrat. Joseph Boakai is a custom-made politician. He's a bureaucrat. So don't expect him to be a moralist. We laid a condition. We told you guys from the beginning. When Joseph Boakai became president, on this show, I said it repeatedly. I said Joseph Boakai was given an opportunity. Joseph Boakai set a record that had never been set in Liberia for more than 150 years, that a former ruling party would come back and take power. And the reason the Liberian people voted for Joseph Boakai, because, like I keep saying all the time, there was never a perfect administration or president in Liberia. But the CDC-led government, they took corruption to a whole new level that I've never seen in my entire lifetime. The level of abuse and rubbing it in the people's face, they went to Joseph Boakai because they wanted some kind of a retribution at the end of the day. And that's why they voted for Joseph Boakai. From the beginning of this administration, I said Joseph Boakai is giving a unique opportunity to set a precedent in Liberia's history when it comes to accountability. He needs to build rules. He doesn't need to build skyscraper. If Joseph Boakai can play by the rules and just prosecute corrupt government officials, he will go down as one of the greatest presidents in the history of Liberia. But unfortunately, Joseph Boakai and people decided that they wanted to make themselves rich first before fulfilling a campaign promise. So they started stealing the same way like CDC did. But they understand one thing in terms of calculation and politics. Once they are fulfilling a campaign promise, there will be more people that will buy into this move as opposed to others that will say, you know what, this is not fair. The people that will be playing the moral politics, they will be few in number. The people that will be actually playing the politics will be more in number. And that's what President Boakai is doing. I promise this, I'm going to do it, even though I'm as equally as corrupt as Joshua and his administration. But guess what? I'm going to create this optics that I want to bring about accountability and change in the society. So I'm going to fulfill a campaign pledge. The one advantage Joseph Boakai has on this stuff is the fact that we told you guys from the beginning, Joshua had an opportunity. Joshua's presidency was not possible in any other country on this planet. The Liberian people say, oh, the people that came from the, how they call it, the Harvard University, the so-called educated for years and decades, they never give us the result that we wanted. So we're going to try a novice. We're going to take an experiment and see what happened in that experiment. They elected Joshua. Guess what? He decided to let Unity Party to work scot-free. Even though there were signs, there were records, there were transactions that confirmed they are stealing, they are massive stealing. Everything that Georgia and the CDC government did, it was Unity Party that brought those formulas. They were the one that instituted, they were the one that kind of for institutionalized corruption. Even when it comes to our lawmaker, it was Unity Party-led government. But guess what? Joseph Boakai is telling them, I'm not going to play that same game. You can call me criminal all you want, but I know I cannot prosecute myself. I'm not going to indict myself, but I'm coming after you guys because I must fulfill a campaign pledge and what people expect of me. So Joseph Boakai is going to be the winner on this one. Either way you say, you can call him corrupt, you can say, oh, he's now a moralist, he's now a leader, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the optics and the politics, he's going to win this fight. I'll stop there for now, Mr. Connor.
So, President Boakai, whether you're sleeping or you're up, arrest all of them. We don't just want to be stealing too much. Yeah, we don't just want to be stealing too much, and that will actually distract. That will undermine the whole purpose. But arresting criminals, arresting alleged criminals, arresting people for corruption is a good thing. That's what Liberian people want. But my only problem is you started stealing first before you start looking for other roles. That means you too, you are corrupt and you are a role, you are criminal. But since you have the power now to prosecute, you're not going to prosecute yourself. So go ahead and prosecute the old criminal there, the new people that will come in power to start looking for your own criminal there and arrest them and jail them. But yeah, let's hear from the Liberian people in the diaspora, those who are eager to call in to give their own perspective. 480-862-0782-83 or 480-401-2081. 480-862-0783 or 480-401-2081. Keep your calls coming in. Let's get the first call here from all the way Norway. I think that's Europe. Hello? Yeah. Abraham from Norway, right? Yes. You're live on SKTV. Briefly, 1 minute each. Okay. And in December 22, 2023, just seeing the video when I saw, listened to the interview with one of the media outlets, interview that the media had with the president. I wrote that President Salim's government was the last government that left power in Liberia that went with impunity, and today has come to pass. My only problem is your hand cannot be in the cookie jars, then you say you're punishing other people. That's a problem. You know, they carry 10,000 in Youngly Church, and you don't get part of the money that the people collected for election. Up to this time, the chairman has not given a ton of that. That's my problem. Thank you so much. Thank you. So keep your calls coming in. We are here discussing Liberia, and very, very hot topic today. People are concerned. People are celebrating. Everybody, in different mood, but you are all right. If you think Joseph Boakai is correct, you are right. If you think Joseph Boakai got the right to arrest all the former criminals, he's right. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Anna, I'm calling you from Texas.
Anna from Texas. Yeah, okay. Even though your normal show from Seattle, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
SK, Joseph Boakai is joking.
How?
He's joking. The reason is the man is a working to government. The man stole not small money that made to sack him for agriculture ministry as agriculture minister. Then he went to APRC. So you're sacking again for stealing. So you're sacking for stealing. Recently, This 6 months, 7 months. 22 million. The money that was given for the inauguration. Then the yellow machine. The yellow machine, the man added money to that old yellow machine. They divided, he bought his house in New Jersey. We're planning to go see that house. We take the photo in Blackeye all over. We should travel to New Jersey, CDC, Texas. That kind of message is coming to other somebody. Even when he was vice president, he was responsible for the group of 77. Nothing he did. He eat the money. So there was confusion between him and my Helen. He cooking the rule that he said he coming to investigate who. That's another question. I think the country already divided. They want to divide it more. We're willing to divide it.
All right. Thank you so much.
We're willing to divide it.
Well, I don't know how you're going to divide it because it had to for a government though.
Let Grace bring the money. He said Grace to ask her to go take money. Let Grace bring that money first.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, so keep your calls coming in. She's saying that everything just about the group of 77, all the stealing and this and that. You all had the opportunity to investigate him. But then you all did the same thing. Instead of Joe, we are involving in investigation and auditing and the rest of it, Joe, we are got engaged in corruption. He started to break down his home and building, skyscraper and taking the country money, giving it to Samuel 25 million mop-up exercise, and all the stealing that are happening, mysterious death of people, a lot of things happening, honestly speaking. The only problem I got with the Burger government when they started stealing before even investigating or carrying on any audit, that's my only problem with them. But Joseph Burger government has the right to investigate the past government and prosecute them. Let the process be transparent. Let it be open. Let the Liberian people see exactly what is going on. Keep your calls coming in. We will be more than happy to put you through. While we await another call, let me say this. Liberian people listening to me on the radio in Liberia there. You tell the Buckeye government to stop stealing. You shouldn't tell them say they should not arrest or investigate former criminals. You encourage the Buckeye to open investigation in the new criminals and also why they stay arresting the old criminals. But they should not just arrest them for the purpose of shaming them or just for the purpose of retribution. It should be about justice. So maybe when you went to go talk something behind the scene,
yeah, sorry, though, but quickly, sorry, so quickly that the question I also want to ask, even though today the topic is just so interesting.
Having some technical problem.
But why is it that all of the arrests has always been done only by the executive? Because the former president, even Madam Eddie Johnson Sirleaf, she did the same thing. Judge Weah, the same thing, executive. And now we're seeing the same thing, executive. Why always executive?
What do you mean, executive being arrested or executive be the one doing the arrest? What are you talking about?
That is, no, I think it is the judiciary that is doing the arrest because it is they say the court. But what I'm saying is that most of the officials that have always been arrested, they're always coming from the executive branch of government. Why only the executive? What happened to the other two branches?
Well, that's simple answer. When you say finance ministry, where the money can come from, that executive. They don't want revenue collection, that executive. They don't want can use the money. So they don't want can disperse the money. They don't want control the central bank. They don't want control the finance ministry. They don't want control maritime. They don't want control LPRC. They don't want to control the free port. They don't want to control all the places that money can come from. So when a money problem, the executive will be there. They don't want now. When you are arrested now, then you can also say now, well, I want you the money. You gotta put into house representative. This is how much I get them from the stolen money. Oh, the number one stole the money. Oh, the people then too in the judiciary, they don't want I used to give them this much, that much. Because you are the one using the money, you are the one distributing the money. That's why somebody said, if you have a good president in Liberia who is straightforward, the stealing will be minimized, because you know what? They're the one that can disburse the money. The reason why they can disburse money to other people, because they believe that people who's going to be checking on them, like the judiciary or the you call it, all the legislature, they want to make sure that those people are they are compromised, so they will not have any room to come in to go after them, so they can share the money with them. But people who are in control of the money is the executive. They run the day-to-day activity of the country. So let's go to Andrik Diallo here from Belgium. Hello, Andrik.
Hello, good evening, Sekou, and good evening to everyone in studio with you.
Good evening.
Good evening to my Liberian people, and this is Andrik Diallo. I'm calling from the most powerful country in Europe, Brussels. Sekou, I wanna say thank you to the Unity Party government. And the idea of persecuting former official of the corrupt CDC is welcoming. But now this is the question I'm asking: why did it take this long in order to go after these criminals, when this was the first most important thing that the government should have done? So now we are also calling on the government as regards to the present situation regarding all the corrupt allegation that is hanging on their official, which is the yellow machine, the 22 million, the inaugural fund that was misused. We need all of those people to come to book, and we need those money to be put back into our economy. And secondly, why is it that key government official, ex-government official who we know that were part of the rampant corruption are not, we're not seeing them? Why? Like Jefferson Koji, Eugene Nangbe, and the Nathaniel McGill, who now say is in the House as a senator. And the names go on and on. You have the president himself, the ex-president. We need all of these people. We want a full scale of persecution. And we are not leaving the new government also in, because the new government started putting their hands in the cookie's jar. So if you talking about America has not done anything for you and putting blame on America, whereas this is some of the things that you should do for yourself by going after corrupt leaders and try to put our country on the right path, then I don't know where you guys are heading. And secondly, I'm calling on the president again as it relates to the independent orator speech to come out and condemn that act of insubordination towards the people of America, because it is unacceptable, it is embarrassing, and America do not deserve that. America has gave a whole lot to Liberia, and they should be appreciated. Thank you so much, Sekou, and we are watching the Unity Party government. We will not be silent, and we will not be sycophants to anybody who will speak the truth and will call them out as much as possible. Not because you're going after corrupt ex-official, that means we're going to forget about your own, what will I call them? Your own Alibaba, no. Your own Alibaba, you must bring them to for persecution. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, this thing is getting really, 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 interesting. So, Monk, you heard from Carlos. A lot of people, a lot of UP supporters is saying that it's the right thing the president is doing, the government is doing, and some people are saying that it's a witch hunt. Whatever, what is a witch hunt, or whether it's the right thing to do. We in the media, I think what we should be asking for is transparency,
Yeah.
making sure that the process is not just a mere attempt to distract people or just to shame certain people because you want to somehow revenge. But Mom, based on what you're hearing from the Labrador, people, you think Labrador will actually change?
You say what?
You think Labrador will change for the better?
I don't know. It will be by some coincidence, by some mistake. I don't believe that the current system we're having Labrador is going to change. Maybe not in my lifetime. I keep saying it on this show all the time. It's not going to happen in my lifetime. You see, they say election had consequences. That phrase is very deep when it comes to interpreting it. We told these people from the beginning, it was that the premises were established from the beginning of this election. We said it makes no logical sense. If you say you want to move forward, you cannot be going back to the past. Unity Party was never the change that you wanted. CDC was in power. They were tested with power. They made it worse out of it. If you really want for the country to move forward, you must break away from the Unity Party and the CDC because we are only getting one of the same. We in the media or people who or talk show or political commentator, whatever you want to describe it, we want the accountability. But the accountability that we want is a moral argument. In politics is a nasty game, it's a nasty sport, it's a contact sport. It's not a Mother Teresa game or that a Martin Luther King game. It's politics. It's one of the most brutal games you can ever engage in on this planet. It's politics. So Joseph Boaga didn't wear the option. We said it. If Joseph Boaga wanted to be in the if Joseph Boaga actually wanted to establish a base about transparency and accountability and tell the Liberian people that he's an elder statesman, he was going to start with accountability from the beginning. But no, they themselves came and stole. But the one thing that they understand, they are not going to prosecute themselves. They are the one that empower. They are the one giving the mantra of authority. Look, one of the bad things that can happen in an election when you're a loser, you're a loser. When they are passing the budget, when they are making decisions, they don't call you as an opposition. No, the people that won the election, that were given power, are the one that will make the decision for the state at the end of the day. So Joseph Boaga understand, yeah, I'm as equally or maybe even worse than Georgia when it comes to corruption and how we started in the first 6 months. But guess what? Once I can create this uptake that I'm going to prosecute Georgia, there will be more people that will buy into it as opposed to people who will see me as a criminal as well. So it's a well-calculated move, and that's the path they decided to take. And you can hear the response from the people. Even though you can say witch hunt, I know it's a witch hunt. But if I'm going to label this move as a witch hunt, like I said, it is a moral argument because I know the scope of the investigation alone I knew was a witch hunt. The institution they were targeting directly, I knew it was a witch hunt. I told you guys, you could send Steve Warner to the central bank. You can send him at the NSA and the EPS. He will be able to round up criminal. He will be able to indict people. But you want me to sit here after traveling halfway across the world to believe that Joseph Boaga is going to indict and prosecute himself? It will never happen. So I can make a moral argument, but at the end of the day, it will be a political argument. And Melbourne will sell the same thing with the yellow machine. It was all a calculated move. Joseph Boaga know nobody going to give you free stuff out there. There is no free lunch out there. But Joseph Boaga understand one thing. He know once the machine hits Liberia, people will say, you know what? We could care less about the source of the fund of this machine. Whether it will be a businessman giving kickbacks, whether it will be about loan, whether it's spending off the budget. We know that this is not a right thing to do, but at the end of the day, from a political perspective, from an optical standpoint, more Liberians will buy into the idea that we need this machine because we need roads. Our roads are bad. We got to go to the interior. We don't have accessibility at the southeastern region. More people, even though the funding or the source of this yellow machine are questionable, they will say subscribe to the idea that we need more roads and they will sign up to it. That's why they brought the machine in the country without even the lawmakers approve of it because they know at the end of the day, the Liberian people themselves will put pressure on the very same lawmaker to accept that machine. So everything that is happening is all a political game. I know it's not a moral argument to make. I know that's a wish hunt. I can set it on.
President Monk, there are a lot of reactions to that. People are saying that this is not the first time the former government heard about Manaseri after the war. She did the same thing, arresting of some government officials, including the late Judy Bryant, in fact, who was also sent into prison. And after so many times, maybe you were ill and so on. But what is the third time? So how do you really see this if you were to really observe all these things critically? Do you think that we are really moving forward when it comes to justice system in our country?
We are not moving forward. And I don't expect us to move forward the people that are even claiming to be the one that is trying to bring about justice. Look, let me tell you something. You and myself were here when we saw the weir-led government parading Milton Weeks and Charles Salif in yellow, in their orange jumps with hangers on their hair. Like, this thing, they are get optics. It's there to fool the common man. Because why do you think we are government withheld critical information that couldn't conclude the Cross report? Because they were the one in power. You want me to believe that Georgia was going to conduct an investigation to implicate Samuel Twer and himself? It will never happen because what? They were the one in power. That's why the Cross report came out and said, you know what? The report is inconclusive because the information that we need, they were withheld. Why do you think they were withheld? Because the men who were conducting the investigation they were the one in power. That's what happened when you are given power. So Joseph Boakai now is setting your new president. It will be up to the next president to do exactly what he's doing to the weir-led administration. So like I said, the moral argument, they are not going to win it because they are as equally as corrupt as Georgia, but from a political standpoint, they are going to win the optical war, and that's what you see happening here. People will complain. You can call it wish one, sedition, you can call it wish one all you want. At the end of the day, the average librarian will say, you know what? We voted for change. We wanted something different. We wanted for Georgia to be prosecuted. And that's exactly what Joseph Boakai is doing. He's fulfilling a campaign promise. So at the end of the day, when we do all the pros and cons, Joseph Boakai believed that he will win this one, just from the ethical standpoint and the political standpoint. If you want to make a moral argument, then he cannot win the war. But at the end of the day, we don't play by morals in politics. We play by what we see in the politics, the day-to-day politics. That's what you see happening.
Wonderful. So again, back to you, my brother. With the issue of maybe making the voters feeling relaxed, because mind you, there are a lot of reactions from the supporters of the Unity Party. They are heavily happy. So if they moved critically only there to certify the voters, and the voters themselves, they don't care about the aftermath, maybe of some of these situations, or maybe their own life as to what's going to happen after maybe all the news are breaking up and people gave them the news for only 1 week, and after that everything go on the table, like someone would say. So are the news only coming up just to make the voters happy?
So
asking Mr. Connie. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Connie. I thought you were asking your question or you were referring to.
Yeah, no, go ahead and respond to him. Maybe I want to come here after that. Go ahead, respond to him.
Melbourne, let me tell you something here. Like I said, it's the same thing. It's the same argument. The sedition will be mad because they believe that it's a wish hunt. Unity Party people will be happy because they believe they are the one in power and they are fulfilling a campaign promise. Let me say this, Melbourne. When it comes to the Unity Party and this whole issue about trying to, they get something. I keep saying in the show, there is something called projection strategy. When you want for people to focus on your opponent, you accuse him first. What do you think is going to happen if people see Joseph Boakai running up Georgia government official? Even if they are stealing now, not too many people are going to concentrate. It's just a natural human psychological thing. That's why I keep saying we will make the moral argument, but at the end of the day, Joseph Boakai understand the moral argument is not what is at play, it's the optics and the politics. Because the moment people see we are officials being they're being ran up from the street and taken to South Beach, people say, yeah, they will clap for Joseph Boakai because what? The attention now cannot be on Joseph Boakai. Even though we got Yellow Machine Saga, do you know that we just got report that 2 struggling banks that were built up, that were giving funds from the central bank, I think it was in 2020. We got that report. We just saw the GSC report about money laundering, spending off the budget. But who's going to talk about that now? The optics have been twisted now to the Georgia officials being taken to South Beach. So Joseph Boakai is just playing a political game. That's why I'm not optimistic about the future of Liberia until we can change path, because nothing's going to change. Because kind of you can take it from there then.
Yeah, we have a caller here. Let's get that caller on, and then I will come back. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello? 763 number. 763 number, last 4 digit 3519. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes. What is your name and where are you calling from?
So great content though.
Hello?
Great content, I really appreciate the show. But now in reference to the ongoing situation in the country, we can't be having our cake and eating it. If we want the government to hold people accountable, for everything that we do in our country. And if we want the government to hold people accountable, we can be crying foul at the same time and telling them that, the wage hunting. It doesn't work that way. You can't have it both ways. Once those guys are given due process, and they're not arbitrarily just arresting people, then it's the right thing to do. But equally so too, though, the government cannot be, they also kind of hold themselves accountable as well. They can be playing to be moralists while at the same time committing the very crimes that the guys who they claiming to be corrupt, are also doing. They can do the same thing. So that's where I see this whole thing here. But I don't see it as mission. I think it's the right thing to do. But they also absolve themselves from those things that they're doing wrong as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Monk. Hello, Monk, can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, so I can hear you. So, let me agree with you, Monk. This is nothing but a witch hunt, a cover up, a distraction, and an attempt to satisfy UP people. So I would say all of the above. Well, you know what? They have the right to do it. That's the irony about it. Even though what they are doing is not good, they are not doing it for a good reason. They are not doing it for country, but the law gave them the right to do it. And you voted for them and give them the right to do what they are doing right now. So there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. If Joseph Barker was serious, or Joe Barker government, they were serious about accountability, they would have started with auditing all three branches of the government, including past and present government. But they decided to focus on enriching themselves first. If there were no outcry from the Liberian people crying for Joseph Barker to stop stealing, for Joseph Barker government to actually focus on development and stop stealing from the Liberian people, we will not be here talking about this arrest, investigation, or prosecution. Nothing. If everybody going to just be, muted and follow them, whatever they are doing, and nobody is holding them accountable, they will not be going behind anybody to distract us. But because Joseph Boaga government is, dead on arrival, so what they do now, they try to take the focus on them. And Allah, they are working. And me, I will repeat this, no matter what happens, no matter how much you want to pretend, no matter how many people you want to arrest, the fact that you are stealing, you have no moral ground to arrest somebody. In fact, even legal ground, if you say you are the government, you are stealing from the Liberian people, in less than 6 months or 3 months, or a year, you are engaged in all kinds of corruption, shady deals. Liberian people got the right to stay on. This is good for the CDC people and all the opposition. Let it arrest all CDC and put them in jail for stealing. You all see your opposition now. You all have your lawmaker in there participating in the corruption with the Unity Party government. You all have your citizens in the country. They just say you're the opposition now. The Obaka is stealing on a very, very high scale. You are not protesting. You're not doing anything. To now, when when CDC people get on and say they want to protest, they're going to say, well, you're protesting now because we will not start arresting your people then for stealing. So you just want to get out and defend your criminals. But nothing was going on. Joseph Bakare was stealing, coming to beg for it and say, we apologize for stealing $22 million. All the things that happen, you never protest, you don't do anything. Now, when they finish arrest Samuel Twe, arrest Eugene Nangbe, arrest Jefferson Koji, arrest Molba Molu, all the criminals. When they finish arrest all of them at the time, you're coming protest. I mean, you're not protesting for Liberia. You're not protesting because Joseph Bakare is engaging in corruption.
Yeah.
You protest now because you don't want to be arrested. And we can continue to go in cycle wherein CDC now feel like they are the victim. The other Baka people then feel like Unity Party people feel like they are the one actually, standing for the country. At the end of the day, CDC believe that they too their turn coming the next time. After this one now, 28 years from there, 2021, 2029, CDC will come to power. And
but then everything is about politics.
Now, yes, CDC, Unity Party arrest as many people as they can arrest in jail.
Okay, so your time will come.
So your time come now too. So you can arrest people there.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether Joseph Baga said, I don't know whether he's going to be there that time. Because Papa is old. 6 years from now, we don't know his status.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll go arrest him for nursing home or go.
Yeah.
Also, when you're in the hospital. Also, when in the hospital, all the way you say in the casket, maybe you'll go arrest him and they'll go put you on the man grave. You never know what's going to happen 10 years from now. You don't even know whether you'll come out of power anyway.
Yeah.
CDC, you don't know whether you'll come out of power. Yeah. And you say, okay, you'll come. You arrest all. You do anything you want to do. We'll come by 2029. Man, they drive me history, but what kind of people? Why you be before the big guy drive?
Yeah, the funny part, even if they are lucky to win the presidency, Joseph Baga medical professional telling that he's too old to even stand trial.
To even go to jail, you go put you on the meadow. So me when I go outside, we'll be giving the meadow. We'll be giving the meadow.
Yeah. That's what happens when you play politics with everything in your country. When you forget about the future of your country and you make important decisions, these are the kind of prices you will pay in the long term, and you will see who will be the victim. You will be the victim always.
Yeah, always. You'll always be the victim. And the country suffer. The country will suffer. So yeah, I think we should call it a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are 2 minutes away from hitting the 2 hours mark. We'll now do more than that. We want to say thank you to our callers. The show is very interesting today.
Oh yeah, they're mad.
Yeah, people are so mad, and people are some people are energized.
Yeah.
And you people then the right to be happy because they kind of reduce the burden and the burden on them, focusing on, you see now instead of people focusing on the UP stealing from the Liberian people, or the corruption. Joseph Baka is now Joseph Baka is dead, Joseph Baka is dead. They don't want you to talk about that right now. They want you to focus on what's going on, how they were using language. Me, I really want them to arrest all the people then that they believe that were involved in.
Oh yeah, let's go after them. That's
so that when they send a circle now. When utility come by, they will start.
Yeah, we're going to see Sago the two parties forever. Yeah.
They will start arresting more Ali than all the Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, before that time, consent they know that will be arrested. Let them do
Let them do their own, yeah.
and enjoy, you know, take as much as they can.
Like my time.
Yeah,
like bro, like El Clasico, like Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Real Madrid, Barcelona, all the other things, they just there for the just as a matter. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mo, thank you, man. We gotta leave it there.
All right, man. We'll see you again.
Abuya, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.